Yo guys, so I wanna talk about like learning certain matchups. More than often it's interpreted as a hard matchup. Is this a bit loud, guys? Darius versus Nasus, right? It may be a bit loud, so I can turn it off. But one thing you have to realize that doing things over and over and expecting different results is a bit insane. And that's where you got actually twist the what, guys? What should you switch? What should you twist? Setup, such as your rooms, summoner spells, items. These are the things that are completely in your control. Because if one thing didn't work out, such as fleet work food, then you can maybe give a different shot to your matchup. And often it might be a bit hard to figure it out on your own, but certainly like in here, we don't have enough time actually to walk around, but I should hug that bottom area. That's totally fine because we can trade into him as well, so it's not like he gonna just trade into... What the fuck? He started. I mean, certainly we got most of the XP as well, so ideally you should walk in and trade. Now, usually you should approach it from the side if he reveals that he is top lane, so you can actually like pick up the minions, right? But here we can chip down him quite I don't know what was that, he start, maybe he tried to invade, but even if he W start, you will proc phase rush, so it shouldn't be a concern because the trade will be sort of even, and in here you can even make your Q. Now, the reason why you don't make your W might be surprising. You actually proc phase rush so easily. Now in here we have phase rush, so that was a slight misplay to force in there, but if he goes, I goes away, and there's actually no much difference, honestly. Now again, you're gonna use your E. And so we can say we don't have fleet work food, guys, we don't have fleet work food, but what do we have? More poke, more ability power than the usual D shield, whatever, fleet work. Oh, yo. It's totally fine. Now, in here you can put a point in your W, because as we can see the jungler is patting towards us and it's very important to proc phase rush, but you can also put 2 points in E because phase rush is up. 2 points in E for more poke and better dive setup. Normally everyone puts a point in their Q and extra or W, but in here we're gonna change some things, right? So with some change you can actually beat the matchup that normally you don't beat so frequently. So look, I'm not the one that's hugging the tower, he's hugging the tower, and often it's reversed because Darius all-ins you, Darius zones you off. Darius does this and that, he does this and that. If you don't know how to itemize, optimize your build into him, in fact that punishment, that E punishment was really good. Just because he was also last hitting, and that's when you can get more ticks. So even so, knowing when to aim in your E is very important to do. Now in here the guy is running kinda low. We get the minions, we poke. Ooh, ooh. Oh, we're on proc phase rush actually. Whoo! Where is my jungler? We're already getting jungle gapped. Just playing. I shouldn't do that. Oh, I shouldn't do that as fuck. Cause yeah, he will get space too. It's fine though. It's fine though. Almost had jungle D. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. We slightly did mess up, and we also had 2 wards, so I've been actually like overly explaining things to the point where I was sitting on... Actually, she goes mid lane. Nah, we can give her the mid wave, it's whatever. I was like overly explaining things to the point where I wasn't warding, but my simple point is that you actually need to, like, it's totally fine if you cannot yet think too well on your own because you're a beginner. You can also just look at other players, what they are doing to unlock sort of your own thinking pattern of why we go phase rush over fleet, for example, because in here phase rush provides you anti-slow 75%, that's insane. What else does it provide you? More mobility than fleet, but it's less frequent and it doesn't heal, so there is certainly some difference, so it may not be the best in every single matchup. Check his items, armor, right? And so one thing to understand that's quite important is that you'll not be able to beat every single matchup with the same runes, right, as I talked before. And so this phase rush allows you to disengage from his grasp, and it's also really good in team fights actually. Why? Because this allows you to have a better chase through the many slows they have, right? But it more so comes down to that you can disengage from his what? From his 5-stack bleed, which would be more dangerous for Katarina or for Rengar because you're quite durable, but it doesn't come down to your own durability, it comes down like what the fuck can they do about it. And in here we don't Q-max because we cannot last it, his kit is too oppressive. We cannot match his early game oriented kit, so what do? We E-max, we don't max our Q because we can't step up to CS. So we actually, sometimes we sneak away a CS 1 or 2, but we don't commit fully. And again, what the hell do? we poke and CS at the same time, and this is how he gets poked out. Most of the Darius players will not note that you will Emax. That's why they perma go D-Blade, they don't know, by the way. And in here what will happen, guys? We step up, he does that. Funny, right? He heals the teams a bit. Now, he gave up his kit, we did get cannon, right? Now, because he had no ghost, I didn't have ghost either, but I could phase rush out. So it's not a concern if I step up for the cannon. Now what the hell is he doing right now? He's low on HP. I punish him again. Boom, another poke. And so this is what I couldn't do, because look, 157 plus 157 tick. Now, of course, you will not get whole tick value because bluffed a recall cancellation, and now you wanna keep your E to mainly poke him. Let's see if we can go for a maximum range. Maybe we can trick it in. Maybe. And because you have so much poking power of Scorch, of your D-Ring and double adaptive force, you can actually poke out the Darius, because normally you cannot CS, you can put as many points as possible in your Q, you cannot beat him with Q, and you cannot CS either. So this video is just mainly about unlocking some new what, guys? New what exactly? New thinking patterns. I didn't R in time, that was misplayed. I was a little bit misplayed. Maybe if I R'd in time I could then finish him with E if I stepped forwards, because he would be ticked on by my R, but it looks like the guy is a bit greedy, so we can punish his greediness. Even if he's not, we're gonna take plates, which could equal up very easily to the gold value he would yield to us. But in here we're gonna play it out in a very simple way. You're gonna W, slow him, E him. Okay, he walks out of it, right? Now what happens if he walks out of it? He heals. That's a bummer. You cannot kill him now in 1Q. But what do you do then? You press E. What do you do then? It still doesn't kill. Well, you wait for your Rengar. Now, what if Rengar is not here? You W him, wait for your Q or E, and kill him. Right? Because you have to get it. If you don't kill him in one combo, he could slow you down and disengage from your range. That's a very important thing to learn. Now, in here we wipe the wave with 1E. Very, very good. He pulled a little bit away, but it shouldn't be a concern. And again, because we have a wave clear oriented build, we also don't get what? Freeze zone. So it's very important to understand that you do get freeze zone by Darius if you don't have points in your E, or in many matchups in fact, because you don't have wave management without E points, right? That's oh god, I have to save him maybe, no? My man, it would be great if you actually cannot do much about you. I cannot do much about you with 0 mana. Just you're gonna be greedy on the wave shove, and we can punish that. Just watch out, guys. You're gonna give up his Q. Perfect. We're gonna wait our E and our next level preferably. And then we can punish a little bit, but for now we don't have too much mana, so we gotta play around our mana as well a little bit. I do believe that he connected, but we don't see exactly if oh, it exactly didn't. Now, what the hell do we do now, guys? His R expired, so he doesn't get the reset, right? Now, we are quite low on resources, so how do we proceed? Do we go in? Do we not go in? Do we go in? Do we not go in? We don't have any mana yet. We should ideally get the plant, but we can also shove because it looks like he has marks and we cannot R in him properly yet. Now, they have lots of champs there, right? They have a lot of oh, we can threaten at least to cancel his B. No, we should then just threaten instead of using E, but that's totally fine. Slowly we can push the wave in, but we should ideally also ward into Wukong because very likely he is here. Just ward him. And now you're gonna press your E, wave clear. Realistically, we cannot kill Darius, which is totally fine as well. We just cleared the wave, right? We wanna be a bit durable this game. We cannot kill him. He has this disgusting Drake. This disgusting Drake heals quite a lot into poke. Into poke, this Drake is a bit disgusting. So we have to recall actually. Eventually we have to recall, we cannot be that greedy, right? Now what the hell do we go for? I like the AP build, but you could also go a generic build. Now, both are fine. So here's my opinion. If your opponent, like you could go Trinity Force is good this game. If your opponent goes Mercs, it's actually quite decent if you go for an AD build, Sheen, right? Because, and this TP allows us of course to freeze. Because when people don't have plated seal caps, they take way fucking more damage from your AD build. So you can put points in your E, but you gotta remember your E also helps your physical damage build. It doesn't only deal magical damage because it spends a lot of armor. And now having that plated seal caps against Nasus, it's where you deal way more damage. Because once people get plated seal caps, often it feels like often it feels like that you don't deal too much damage with your Q. Even if you have like stacks and points in it, you don't deal that much damage. The 12% each 20 armor cuts, you know, it really does cut a lot of your damage value, right? Now, because we have so many points in our E and not so much in our Q, our all-in damage value is a bit less, but we have better poke, better short trading windows, right? So in here we're gonna E him again. W. And pull a Q, walk inside of his Q so he doesn't get the healing and the damage on us, right? And we throw in another E. Ooh. Almost reached me. Ideally you should slow him if he has more mobility than you do, but in there he couldn't connect it. Now, again, where is Wukong? Both sides, he died. We can actually proc phase rush on him and disengage, right? Why the fuck is phase rush not procking? I don't know, phase rush drunk today. I didn't ghost in time, but that's totally fine. He flashes and eventually he dies. Now, we didn't like ghost in time to dodge his Q, but that should be fine. It's not the end of the war type of scenario. Because in here, what the hell do we wanna do? Ideally control those sweet grubs. Grubs are your best friend, and that's where this build also helps you, this wave clear oriented build. It allows you to push waves and get better priorities, poke out your opponent so he's forced to recur or he will be low at oh, you wanna jump, buddy? Your opponent will be more low on HP to sort of contest the objective, and if they try to follow you up, you can also W them, so it's more likely that you're gonna get what? Oh, it looks a bit weird. This looks a bit fucky. It looks a bit fucky. Some of them are quite fat as well, so we may not wanna risk this. We may not wanna risk this, but maybe I could believe a ward here a little bit more deeper, but that should be fine. Now in here we wanna push the wave ideally, maybe get a stack. Oh, we didn't get a stack, but this will deny him 4 CS. Wukong is actually oracling. We just let that be for now. We just let that be. Darius, he could very likely recur if he doesn't shows up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he should not supposed to be here. Trust me on this one, he was kind of low on mana, HP resource, and he could be. I don't see a Darius. So we can Q. Ideally we can Q this and get 2 plates. Now I think Wukong would rotate back so we don't save for much more. That's it, we could phase rush out if Wukong collapses on us. Darius is oddly mid, he's tired of my poke build or what. So he's oddly mid, but Wukong still could perhaps all in us, so we gotta be a bit concerned to some extent. We can disengage from him obviously with our phase rush, so and W slow, right? I could pop my R, and even if Wukong all-ins me right now, it shouldn't be a concern because we can disengage very easily with WE, but if you miss your shit, then that sucks. Okay, goodbye Wukong. I hope. Yeah, we are up. Now in here, Darius, where are you? It's not really great to fight him because he does have healing actually, and we don't have much damage without... oh, it's a bit concerning, so we wanna hit at least our next level. Perhaps we could eat these minions as well. Can we kill him? That's a bit questionable, right? But... okay, we know that's not the real one, but I think he could beat us, no? He could maybe beat us actually, because we don't have... we have to recall. Yeah, he could beat us actually. We can disengage because he had no orb, but yeah, it's a bit... so Darius is both sides, he's a bit tilted, right? Armor, boots are fine. Tenacity against Team of Blinds. I mean armor boots for now. What the hell do we get next? They have a lot of AD, 3 AD, Cast does some mixed damage, they have a little bit of AP, so for now, healing, so Bramble West wouldn't feel to be bad, Darius Wukong does heal, Silas does actually heal, so Bramble West wouldn't feel to be bad. They cannot go wrong, maybe we can connect a W on this guy. I think we just push this. For now we push this, very easily we can pick this up in no time, and our next goal is just to protect this tower so that... oh my god, not the Oppenheimer Teemo build. Okay, perfect, we did pick... oh, Tristana wants to rotate for that, that's fine, because like normally she should rotate upwards, because I do have TP for a potential Herald fight, but it's a bit... how the fuck does Darius have 4 kills? That's fine. Now Teemo is actually quite vulnerable to an all-in if Mao Zedong is a bit dead here. Kai'Sa is a bit dead here as well. I don't know, they think I'm this weak or what? Because Nasus, by the way, is strong even if he just CS's. Oh, we got to slow him down. Oh, he's gonna knock us up. Not us. How do I help you? Do I just threaten that I go in and maybe they walk away? Nah, that's not the case now. That's not the case, but that's fine. Maybe we get a second walk away, leave the rest for Katarina, she can queue the rest. Now, in here, ideally, we pick this up. Walk the fuck top lane. There's OTP angle, so there's not much to do. We can maybe pick up. Oh, we can sneak up. We can sneak up. No plant, but looks like he will walk upwards most likely. Okay, it's perfect. That's kind of sucks. He will dash through it. I mean, that's kind of weird. But he gonna die to my Eden. He gonna dash through it. He gonna dash through it now. Maybe I could then wait for my Q, but I don't wanna extend it too much. Because my eyes weren't on the map in time as well to see like who could follow up. So best if you kill him. Oh, maybe a TP angulation. I could then TP a bit faster. We can dive, it's fine at least. Bonk. Now at least we got some value out of this TP, it wasn't completely wasted, right? Okay, now what the hell do we do? Pick up the tower, right? Let's last it, you know. In here, basically, we are looking to shove, so you guys see I don't perma CS as Nasus, I don't stack every single minion, I eat the wave, I wipe the wave, right? I have to slow this down before he cancels his B. Because you gotta remember that this is not your average like Nasus gameplay, because in here we have better rotational power if we shove, for example, for certain things as grabs or some other plays that potentially can be done, such as a potential TP play if there is a fight going on, or there are different reasons like why, perhaps to set up some wards or, oh god, Oppenheimer Timo. Now, can we beat that Sylas? He's a bit fed. We could also pull Erika, get some armor, Tormail, I think would be ideal. Usually I like Sojin though. But I think we could go a little defensive, because if we have someone that can eat some shit, have some anti-heal in his kit, then Katarina could just clean up. I think it's fine if we go Sojin, which is totally okay in my opinion. Oh, we should take this actually. Sojin is also totally fine, it's a bit more offensive, right? But this will just allow you to be a bit more tank in a way. Anti-heal. Maybe we wave clear and rotate insta. Maybe I clear and rotate insta. That's just weird, I guess. Maybe we can smash, but oh, what's a disgusting exhaust? I don't know, people are just dying. Oh, what? Sylas is a bit crazy today. I couldn't reach him. Oh, but I couldn't reach. Oh. I can't even. We got one kill though. Maybe two. Oh, what? I'm choking so much on my spacings, it's unreal. Mao Zedong. Oh, fuck. I'm so alive here, no? Yeah, I'm choking a bit too much though. We've been choking a bit too much. Oh, he could actually. Nah, it's not likely. So we choked a little bit now. Now and then, but is that contestable even? The game is a bit flippy because this is being played in Emerald, you know, still on the Nasus grind sort of, but let's just see what the fuck can we do here. I prefer to I don't, you see guys how often I don't even side lane? Cause like can we even fucking blast cone? It looks a bit, maybe I should engage, but I don't know. Oh, but people love fighting in these ranks for sure. Ay, that's just so weird. Oppenheimer, Timo. Oh, what? What? He's not dying today, though. Oh, what the fuck is this Timo, though? Wait, there was another. Oh my god, we need Oracle, man. Wow. Now, we need Oracle, though. There's not much to complain about. If you don't have Oracle, we deserve to be Fuck by those emo mushrooms. Cause you see in Emerald it feels like people like to fight so much to the point where you gotta like notice the psychology of people. Even though side laning often makes more sense. If there's a good chance you win team fights, cause you do have some reset champs here and there that could actually like love the armor pen value of Uri, such as Rengar, Tristana. They love that armor pen value and your single target focus potential with your W. Then what will happen is very simple. It will more so allow them to get those resets for the Tristana, for the Katarina, and Rengar is more likely to one shot through 45% armor pen. So your kit can be still is not pickable. It still can be. Oh, Silas is a bit bad. We don't wanna mess with him. We need to CS though a bit because we've been team fighting. We were fighting, team fighting too much. But Nasus needs some stacks as well, right? But ideally, fuck off Tristana. I need no. Yeah, good. We need some CS as well. This looks a bit ugly. I think they know my position, no? I think they don't. It looks like they don't. Mao Zedong is being caught, but I don't know, because it looks a bit scary. My teammates are nowhere. If your teammates are nowhere, well, run. I didn't thought in time, I think, but should be fine though, because we do get the reset, and we can keep going, because we are very, very tanked with this setup. Note that the damage reflection is also like super good on Tormail, because it does scale with the extra armor you get off your R, so that's why it can be super. Oh, I shouldn't kill that so early, but whatever. You see, like in Emerald, that's the thing in Emerald, like you don't team fight so much in general, but you gotta play around like if your teammates are hyperactive, you know, and this is not only Emerald specific. In every like low elo scenario, people are very hyperactive. And this can happen in Master Plus, so it's not like, oh well, I play in Emerald, because this can happen in every rank, and so you gotta like notice the patterns of your team and of the enemy team, because it's like normally, sure, there are very consistent, very good plays, and this and that and that and this macro plays and whatnot, but the thing is, you really have to understand what people want to like sort of do, you know, like how people want to play out the game, because like the most consistent choices don't always align with everyone, and you can sort of play around it, you know, so don't always have to be like oh, I shouldn't keep the Q stack actually, no? So you don't always have to beat this guy that always side lanes if it's possible to teamfight. If it's impossible, because they got Anivia, they got Milio, they got all sorts of like dog shit, kiting, whatever, annoying champs you can't even deal with, and obviously maybe don't wanna, you know, team fight, and that's where you should force to side lane as much as possible, especially if your team values if you split them up. Even in here it's valuable if I split them up, but we can still go Sojin, even though it's a little bit late. Now, I know it's a little bit late for Sojin, but ideally you should still go for Sojin, because it's a super good item. Can we TP? I think they're fine. So what the hell do we wanna do? We walk top lane, everyone is bot side, we can TP for them, we can also pick up mid wave, mid tower. Mid wave is also fine. Mid tower is also fine, no? Jumps in, good flash. Whew, how the fuck does it not kill? The healing is kinda nasty, huh? It's getting nerfed item soon. Most of the bruiser items will get nerfed, which is a bit sad for even players. Not much will affect Nasus, maybe the Thunder. I mean, fucking, how is it called? I keep saying Thunder Sky, but people don't build it on Nasus. Some of them, I guess he just snatches it away. And you should keep looking for TPs, obviously. Actually? She doesn't commit. But it's kinda random, because people shouldn't go in, but sometimes they do, so you should always like keep your camera on, because it's especially important in hero lengths. People tend to go for some type of hero plays, whatnot, and often that's not the case, you know, that you just like don't move your camera when there is a potential fight around, because there are some people like Yasuo, Viego players, Sion, like this type of champs tend to perma fight even though they're maybe a bit behind, so, and they sometimes can get some kills of that, of course, if you don't TP. There are this type of like very really a very ADHD coin flip oriented champs, right? And that's what you can sort of punish. Now, I hope that you unlocked some new thinking patterns. You did actually learn something new about how to deal with your counter matchups, of what are the necessary needs, of course, to like beat sort of a Darius, because as I said, like Fleet War Foot will not allow you to disengage from him. The healing is piss shit of minions as well, so that doesn't allow you to do much either. Combat is fine, but more so if you get strong-sided. Phase Rush is a bit more consistent. From the other hand, what's also great to know is that, of course, like you could go AP. I like the AP now, so sometimes I play AP, but it's a little better if you actually like go physical damage oriented build, especially if people go mercs. So that's also like something very important to know. Definitely playing around the freezes. So in here, like again, just as a summary, you don't get freeze done because what can you do? You can wave clear with your E. So put emphasis actually on your wave clear with your E. Again, another educative content we learn when to rotate, when it is possible to rotate, because in here it was possible to teamfight it was possible to rotate, because our armor pen from our E is very valuable into them, same as our W slow is super good at focusing out a single champion, such as Kaisen or Clans. Wukong can get slowed, which is also super valuable, because it means that it's way harder for him to like sort of connect the ult maybe on the backline, or sort of to function in team fights, right? Silas, like anyone that's slowed really. The Darius is not very functional if he's slowed, because his attack speed is slowed, his movement is slowed, he cannot stack his passive, right? So he can like sort of almost like nullify some champs. So aim to balance a little bit team fighting and side laning, because both of them can be fine when time comes for them. So that's it for now, guys. Have a nice day and see you on my next video.